Ty tanks the fire punch and we see the pivot into Flygon. The opponent farm up some energy and then send out that annoying marshmallow Wigglytuff. But if the opponent don't know about the power of BOOMBURST Flygon, they're about to find out. Welcome back to the channel. My good friend, the king of entertainment Ty, is back at it with yet another incredible battle submission featuring BOOMBURST Shadow Flygon. A few seasons ago when Niantic gave BOOMBURST to multiple Pokemon, Twitter was full of people saying that is the worst move update ever as it is pointless. Everyone was like, what is BOOMBURST doing? Well, let me tell you, what BOOMBURST does, if you're crazy or brave enough to run it, gives you the ability to one-shot your hardest counters. Due to Flygon quite literally booming everything in this Jungle Cup meta, today's video is a lot shorter than the usual content I would put out. With that in mind, I'm off work today, so if this video gets 500 likes, we'll be back at it with a double upload today. So if you want to see another video today, you know what to do. Without any further ado, let's get into the battle. And in game one, we see the battle of the poison types. Golbat into Dragalge. The opponent throws on alignment. I always tell you, throw on an odd number. Ty says, thank you very much for the free wing attack. He then overfarms, going for the Poison Fang bait. A very risky bait, in my humble opinion. But what do I know? Ty forces that Protect Shield, and we see the pivot into Abomasnow. If you look to the left, Abomasnow's moveset does say Powder Snow. For once in my life, I haven't been a potato. Ty is running Powder Snow in every battle other than this first one. Ty fires off the Icy Wind, forcing the opponent's final Protect Shield. The opponent doesn't farm up to a potential Outrage or Gunk Shot. We see Abomasnow easily withstand the Aqua Tail, and the opponent then sends out Charger Bug. Abomasnow still not done, gonna fire off the Icy Wind, doing a reasonable amount of chip damage and forcing a debuff on the incoming Charger Bug. The opponent unable to resist it, Volt Switch farm down, fire off the X-Scissor, and it is 2-shield Flygon time. It looks like Ty attempted to make a catch, but the game says, fuck off Ty, you're stuck in this matchup. Ty shields up the X-Scissor, then overfarms, fires off the Scorching Sands, and Scorching Sands going to be massive overkill. Get that Charger Bug off my screen. The opponent then sends out Swampert. Ty counts to 5, catches the Hurricane onto the low health bat. Now Ty's energy management is going to be put to the test. The opponent pivots out into Dragalge. Ty overfarms, fires off the Scorching Sands. Flygon claims yet another victim. Back out comes Swampert. The opponent probably thinks we tank any one move. Well, surprise trainer, you don't tank a BOOMBURST. And that is going to be all she wrote. GG's and thanks for playing. Heading into the next battle, we see Shadow Golbat into Diggersby, the Easter Bunny. Mr. Opponent Easter was a few weeks ago. Get with the schedule. The opponent doesn't farm up to a potential Hyper Beam, so Ty instantly no-shields. The opponent fires off the single resisted Scorching Sands, fishing for the debuff. The RNG gods say, not today, trainer. Ty, unfortunately, can only hit this thing 4 resisted with our charge moves. We're going to see Ty tank another move, and I assume we're going to pivot. Ty tanks the Fire Punch. We pivot into Flygon. The opponent then sends out that annoying Marshmallow Wigglytuff. And if the opponent don't know about that BOOMBURST coverage, they're about to find out. Get that Wigglytuff out of here. Flygon is a Wigglytuff counter confirmed. You heard it here first. Out comes Charger Bug. Ty able to reach the Scorching Sands on the CMP Ty, and Flygon is running rampant. Ty was even able to force the charge move priority event, and this opponent in absolute shambles. Ty sends back out Golbat, fires off one wing attack and the Poison Fang for optimal fast move timing. The opponent shields the first, but Golbat says there's plenty more of where that came from. The second Poison Fang, I was going to say knocks out, but it looks like the opponent has rage quit the app. And can I blame him? Probably not. The opponent thought they could send a Charmer out into our Dragon type. They fucked about. They found out. And the moral of the story is, if you didn't know about the power of Shadow Flygon, luckily for you, you've seen the video and you've now found out. Heading into the next battle, we see a familiar lead. The battle of the poison types. Once again, we see the opponent throw on alignment, giving Golbat a full free wing attack. Last time we saw Ty go for the bait. This time he's full sending. Does the opponent respect the damage? Oof, Golbat tries to get in on the big boom action, but the opponent invests a very wise Protect Shield. We see Abomasnow met with Mantine. Not a particularly good matchup, but by no means the worst. The wing attacks are hitting for super effective, but this Abomasnow is running Icy Wind, which is continually lowering this Mantine's attack. We see Ty shield up the Aerial Ace. We actually don't see him go for the next Icy Wind. He's actually going all in on Abomasnow. We shield up the next Aerial Ace and Ty's going for the kill shot. Can Abomasnow get in on the big boom action? No, it can't. The opponent shields up the hard-hitting Energy Ball, but then play to the CMP Ty. They do not win. Shout out Home Slice Henry for that quote. Tai then forces the CMP Tai. We go for a very cheeky undercharge, and that looks a beauty. Tai's going to send in Flygon, look for the resisted mud shot farm down, and we get it. The opponent sends back out Dragalge. Dragalge able to outpace by a single turn to the neutral Aqua Tail, and ouch, that hurt. We then see the opponent pivot out, saving Dragalge, catching the Scorching Sands onto Clodsire, but Clodsire did not appreciate that damage. Tai then farms up, makes a catch of his own. Tai says anything the opponent can do, I can do as well. We catch the Stone Edge back onto Golbat. It's now all down to Flygon. Flygon farms up to the double Scorching Sands. The first one will be knocking out Clodsire, and the second one, of course, will be knocking out Dragalge. Beautiful energy management there from Tai, and we take that game. Heading into the next battle, we see a huge Yikes lead. We're going to see the instant pivot into Shadow Flygon. The opponent sends out Abomasnow. The opponent doesn't throw. We reach the Boomburst. Does the opponent respect the damage? Get that Abomasnow out of here. Flygon is an Abomasnow counter confirmed. Despite the fact the opponent was hitting us for double super effective, we've now got the opportunity to realign, and Lantern, the stupid electric fish, is now staring at the abominable snowman. Tai was hard counted in the lead, hard counted on the save switch, but the power of Boomburst Flygon coming in clutch. Tai is continuing to farm up. We invest the Protect Shield, and Tai is going for the kill shot. Does the opponent respect the damage? Energy Ball goes shielded. The opponent then pivots out into Tentacruel, and we are by no means out of the woods yet. Golbat does resist the poison jabs, as poison does resist itself, but you can see that Scald does so much damage. Golbat rapidly running out of HP. Tai farms up and goes for a very risky bait, killing a poor defenseless cat, and the opponent calls it. But Golbat able to reach the Shadow Ball on the CMP Tai. The opponent saving their final Protect Shield for the silly electric fish. Back out comes Lantern. Lantern gets the Spark farm down. Abomasnow rapidly running out of HP again. Tai opts for the bait. The opponent falls for the bait. We reach the Energy Ball, and somehow Tai is going to pull off this game. GG's, and thanks for playing. I get a lot of people ask me what I'm going on about when I say a cat loses its life. So obviously in this game, if you bait, and you bait successfully, you become a master baiter. And obviously masturbating as well, I'm not going to go into that, but it's an old wives' tale that every time you masturbate, a kitten dies. So that is where that reference comes from. Heading into the next battle. We let Golbat into Superior. The opponent save switched into Vigoroth. Tai opts to stay in. He correctly shields up the rock side, which is a huge shield. Of course, Tai has another very hard answer for Superior in the form of Abomasnow. Tai actually goes all in on Golbat, gets a massive wing attack farm down, although we now have no Protect Shields too high beyond. We know the opponent can't send back out Superior, so opt to send out Talonflame. Tai full sends the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball forces the opponent's final Protect Shield. Tai then fires off 2 wing attacks and the Poison Fang, looking to debuff this annoying Kentucky Fried Chicken Bird of Death. We then send out Flygon, sacrificing it to the Pokegods. Trainer, we resist fire. What the heck was that? The opponent throws the Flame Charge at Flygon. They then send out Superior. We fire off the Boomburst on the CMP Tai. Holy cow, look at the damage. If you are newer to the game and you're looking to improve in Pokemon Go PvP, one of the first things to get your head around is type in effectiveness. So just go onto Google, type in Pokemon Go, type in effectiveness, and you can see what type resists what other type and what type hits each other type for super effective. Tai definitely shouldn't have won that game, but we're going to take it anyway. In the next battle, we see Dunsparce in the lead. We're ABA weak to rock, so not fantastic. Tai attempts to catch the rock slide onto Flygon unsuccessfully. The opponent farms up a boatload of energy and send out Golbat. Do they know? Tai fires off the Boomburst. Yet another big boom. Get that Golbat out of here. Out comes Escavalier. No shot, we boom again. Trainer, this is just a Dragon Claw, I promise. Does the opponent respect the damage? They do not. Yet another big boom, and that is going to be all she wrote. Oh, come on, Jamie. Compose yourself, buddy. Shadow Golbat into Vigoroth. I probably should re-record this, but we're just going to roll with it. Poison Fang goes unshielded. The opponent farms up well past the potential rock side. Tai looks to call the bait. We're able to withstand the body slam and able to reach Poison Fang. Number 2, the opponent invests that Protect Shield and the low health Vigoroth. And Tai says, Golbat, thank you very much for your contribution. Body slam does secure the knockout. Tai sends out Flygon with shield advantage, gets the mud shot farm down, and the opponent sends out Steelix. Tai going straight for the Scorching Sands as we've got no bait move. Scorching Sands nearly one-shots the annoying Steel Snake, and we pivot into Abomasnow. Steelix hits like an absolute wet noodle to Tai, instantly no shields, we get the Powder Snow farm down, and the opponent is out of here. Heading into the final battle of the video. I'm going to say unfortunately, as this is without a doubt the most fun I've ever had shoutcasting GBL. Golbat into Altaria. Tai fires off the Poison Fang. We're going to fire off Poison Fang number 2, and with a lower defense, this will come very close to knocking out the opponent. Invest that Protect Shield. The opponent looks for the full Dragon Breath farm down at Golbat, says no, reaches the third Poison Fang, and the opponent goes all in on Altaria. We then look to snipe with Abomasnow. Unfortunately, we're unable to snipe, and the opponent answer our Abomasnow save switch with that cheeky little monkey, the king of the themed cupped Vigoroth. Tai still has 2 Protect Shields, 2 hide behind, and we're going to shield up Abomasnow. The opponent full sends a Rock Slide, looking for the kill shot. Tai then able to reach the next Icy Wind. Icy Wind will be securing the knockout. Altaria is very low on health, but has so much energy. Back up comes Altaria. They opt to throw the Sky Attack immediately, which of course will be securing the knockout. Tai saving his final shield for Flygon. Out comes Flygon. Tai looking for a very aggressive, double resisted Mudshot farm down. The opponent full send a Dazzling Gleam, then pivot into Whimsicott, but Whimsicott's going to be straight in and straight out. Get that fairy off my screen. Flygon is a Whimsicott counter confirmed. Tai looks for the Mudshot farm down. Unfortunately, we're not quite able to, but Golbat has its back, and one wing attack is going to be all she wrote. Huge shout out to my good friend Tai, the king of entertainment. That battle submission will take some topping, as that was incredible. So much fun. So if you're enjoying the content, smash that like button. If you're new, consider subscribing. If, like Tai, you like your battles featured on my channel, a link to a battle submission form is down below. And as always, a huge thank you to everyone for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.